Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in the court that you can't stop Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that court gave us a charge to protect Biafra land. We are not here to kill Biafrans. We are here to save Biafrans. That is what we do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made this clear. That is our mission. And that is the mission that our brother Simon Ekpa is carrying forward. To protect Biafra land. Since the killing that have been happening in Biafra land, they are destroying life. And who is the one taking action? Who is talking and who is speaking up? Nobody. No governor is talking. No commissioner is speaking. No minister is talking. No politician is speaking. No elder, no honorable is speaking. It's only one man, our spokesman. He's the only person that is speaking, our brother Simon Ekpa. You can hate him, you can like him. It doesn't matter. Your hatred will promote him anymore. Even just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say when he's not having hatred, that he will feel that he's not doing anything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said when people are not hating him, when people are not attacking him, he will know that he's not doing enough. But when you are really touching the tail of the tiger, when you are really doing things to change things, that is where you will see reactions from people. You will see people reacting. You will see people reacting. Even those that don't have anything to offer. Even clowns. Clowns. You will see them reacting. That will show you that you are doing something. And today, if you are one of those who is still saying, I don't know whom to follow, I don't know who is the real person and who is fake, you are a fake yourself. If you are still today saying you don't know whom to follow and where to go, you yourself, you are a fake. That is what it means. Because the truth is very clear and bare to every man. The truth is much more clearer than it was yesterday. Everybody knows what is truth, and we will follow it. And that is what we are following. There is only one man that is pushing that truth today. And every one of us is standing behind him. As Chukwu Okeke Abiama have made him the spokesperson, he is following the footstep. He has taken up the charge. And we are going along with him. It doesn't matter your propaganda, your blackmail, your hatred. Your hatred is going to promote him the more. Your blackmail will promote him the more. Every evil you plan against him turns out to be a promotion. In the Bible it says that all things work for good to them that trust Chukwu Okeke Abiama and to them who believe in his name. If you trust in Chukwu Okeke Abiama, every plans of the evil will turn out to be for your own good. And that is what's in the struggle today. You see, with all the attack on other piloters, every attack on other piloters, you see, with all the attack, they are still the leading group today. They are still the ones leading. They are still the ones leading the restoration of Biafra. Believe it, don't believe it, take it, leave it. They are leading the charge. And today, everybody is coming together in one umbrella. It doesn't matter, even if you are one of the autopilot and you are a criminal, you will be exposed in a very short while. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter under which cover. It doesn't matter under which name you are. If you are evil, you'll be exposed. You'll be exposed. It doesn't matter under which umbrella you're working. As long as you're not sincere, you will be exposed when the time comes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu build a foundation of truth. A foundation of truth and consistency. If you are not truthful and you are not consistent, you are on your own. And definitely, you are going to find your Waterloo. Keep on sharing the video. Share to your platform. Any place you are, share. That is where you can support the platform. Share. And also you can use the star. If you want to use the star to support the platform, you can use the star and support the platform. It is our responsibility to restore Biafra. And remember the fundraising of the ESN that is coming. The fundraising of the ESN that is coming. If you know what you can be able to support, your widow's mite is highly needed. This is not the time to gossip. It's not the time to just talk. It's time for action. The fundraising, the flyers are everywhere. Go to all autopilot platforms. They are in my platform. In this very platform where you're watching, the fundraising contact is there. And even don't wait until the fundraising. You can send your fund at any time. The contact is there. The link is there. And if you're one of the 50 men who want to write their name in gold in Biafra land, if you're one of those 50 men, this is time to showcase that you have made it. It is not by going to throw money where people are dancing and shaking their ass. That is not where you show money. It is not when you go to the public and begin to throw money around, they clap for you. That is not when you show you are rich. If you are rich, this is when you have to show you are rich. Israelites sponsored their own freedom. The children of Israel sponsored their own freedom by themselves. Nobody did it for them. They sponsored their freedom. from beginning to end. So we have people, we have billionaires who can do that. So don't shake. Any area, any place your hand reaches, support. Any contribution you can make, continue to make it. Every one of us have a contribution to make. No matter how small, your widow's mite will be respected. Chukwu Okabian will accept it and bless you more and more. Don't allow anybody to cajole you into any falsehood. Don't allow anybody to blackmail you into anything that is not permitted by Chukwu Okabian. Don't allow any distraction. When we are telling you there is no, you see, that is one thing. When I tell you that Biafran people are 1,000 miles ahead of this zoological republic and their evil men, the so-called one Nigerians, bunch of clowns who even when they know the truth, they see the truth, they cannot recognize the truth. When we are talking about the insecurity situation, they never believed it. Today, you see them coming out gradually. Coming out gradually. Femi Falana is advising the government to postpone the election. That is expecting a postponement. Go and watch the program. That is what I advise. It wasn't just a comment. It's a kind of father. You know, that is how they get their information. That is how people advise the government. He was talking about postponement because of insecurity. But we don't care. We're not talking about postponement. We're talking about cancellation. The only thing that can bring sanity in that zoological republic is referendum. A referendum. After referendum, then you can begin to talk about vote. After the referendum, then you can talk about vote. You cannot begin to talk about voting while the referendum has not been held. Any attempt to conduct anything without a referendum is dead on arrival. Completely dead on arrival. It's a deceit, and the deceit can never stand. That is the true situation. Take it or leave it. That is the situation. It's a situation that you must have to accept. You must have to accept it. No matter how you try, you must have to accept it. Take it or leave it. That is the situation. If anybody is deceiving you, telling you that somehow, somewhere, that a miracle is going to happen, and then you get a sane nation, such miracle is not going to come anywhere. It's not going to come. You will free yourself. And the time is now. The time is now. If you know any role you will play, Mazen Nandekano himself said it, anything you will do to see Biafra come, this is the time. The door is open for anybody. Anybody that is genuinely fighting for the restoration of Biafra land. And when we are talking, it includes our brothers in Oduduwa land. Our Oduduwa brothers, they are doing a marvelous work. I wouldn't tell you that they are silent. Our Oduduwa brothers are doing a great work on their own. They are doing marvelously well on their own. And they should keep it up. Keep it up. If you're a Biafran, stand with your Biafran people. You are from Oduduwa, stand with the Oduduwa people. If you're from the Middle Belt, stand with the Middle Beltans. It is no longer time to sit on the fence and continue to pretend. If these bandits can be able to attack your presidency, attack a presidential convoy, attacked, but it wouldn't make a headline. It's not going to make a headline. By tomorrow or next, you will not hear it again. But if it were to be an attack in the southeast, their media will continue to talk about it for years. If an attack happened in the southeast, they will continue to propagate it, continue to shoot it, they will continue to promote it and talk about it for years. But look at a presidential fleet attacked, presidential convoy attacked by bandits. Yet, you can't hear, after today, you can't hear it again. They won't talk about it. Kuje prison, one of the most secure prisons in the Zoological Republic, attacked by the terrorists. And when we tell you that the terrorists are in charge of the Zoological Republic, you say it's a lie. You never believe it. You think it's a joke. We call on you to wake up and protect your land. You think it's a joke. You are being called to sponsor the ESN that have been established to protect you. You call it a joke. Everything becomes a scam to you. I don't blame you. Those of you who are saying everything is scam, I don't blame you, because you have been working under scammers for a very long time. You have been working under scammers for a very long time until our brother Simon Ekpa came on board. When our brother Simon Ekpa came on board, all hell broke loose. They knew that it can never be business as usual. Mazen Nanakan himself saw it and said, new dimension is coming. And today we are in that new dimension. The long-awaited new dimension. It has kicked off. Some of you are still waiting. Sorry. If you're one of those who is still waiting, keep waiting. Sorry. The new dimension has kicked off and it is moving with speed. It's moving with speed. The new dimension have kicked off. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter your blackmail. It doesn't matter your hatred. It cannot cross the ceiling. Your hatred cannot bring down a lizard. In fact, your hatred will continue to promote him. Just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that when he's not getting attacked, he will know that he's not doing anything. In fact, he will create one. That anytime he stops getting attacked, he will see that he's not working effectively. He's not doing what he's supposed to do. Then he will change his step. But when you are getting attacked, when you are doing something, you are seeing people challenging you, are talking on one of things, and talking on one of, you know that actually you are touching them where it pains them. You are hitting them hard. And today we can see the only man who speaks and gives order, and the stranger will begin to respond. They respond through their media. They respond to all means. Is our brother Simon Ekpa. Only when brother Simon Ekpa gave a word, that is when they respond. Every other clown out there who claimed to be with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a very long time, all those betrayers who has been delaying our spring leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a very long time, all those people who has been making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come to broadcast and share tears, even when he has men, he say, are there not men in Biafra land? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cried and say, are there no longer men in Biafra land? Are there no more men? With the population, millions of people following him, he is still crying. Are there no more men? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was caged by evil men, fraudsters. They couldn't allow him to walk until Chukwu Okike Abịama did what he did. Let me tell you, in everything, let me tell you, all things work for good for them that believe in Chukwu Okike Abịama. Everything that is happening, both what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is for our own good. It's for our own good. I believe that if what happened today has not happened, maybe all these fraudsters will still be around. They will still be around. They will still be distracting the struggle. But for the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went away from the picture for a while, then another person was raised. And today, you can see the way Abraham Simon Ekpa have sanitized the struggle. Abraham Simon Ekpa has sanitized the struggle. All those in Zama people, those criminals, those who are not serious, those who are pretending before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have today been exposed. Including those who claim to be standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them today cannot even hide their shame anymore. They are not telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dead. Some cannot even hide their shame. They came out boldly to begin to deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They started from changing the name, saying now that Biafra doesn't exist anymore. Shamelessly coming to talk about it. We thought it was just a joke. We thought maybe they had something in mind. We thought that we are having the same view as we have. All of a sudden, they didn't stop us castigating Biafra today. They have now decided on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no more. They said that person they brought in the court is another person, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been cloned. What a fallacy. What a fallacy. If we are not to be that Biafrans are very decent people, if we are not be that Biafrans are decent people, the people who are calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu names, saying that he's dead, they don't deserve to live. They don't deserve to live. But because we are decent people, because we are people who value life, they are going to live and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raise the flag of Biafra. They will live and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raise the flag of Biafra, but in Biafra land, they will not enter because they have rejected Biafra. They said Biafra doesn't exist. They say Biafra is dead. But that same Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to court and told us that no man born of a woman can stop it. It is coming. And it's coming with speed. Take it or leave it, believe it or not, it is going to come. And it's coming on a high speed. It's coming. Very, very close. It is much more close than it is yesterday. So that is why you have to wake up. Any position you occupy today, hold it tight. If you lose your position today, you might not get it anymore. We are going home. We are going home. Every one of us is going home. We are going home. And I give this advice again to every Biafran. Every Biafran. If you know you cannot be able to stand the pressure, if you know that you don't have the mental toughness, we are not forcing you. Step aside and let the people who can do the work go ahead and do it. If you know you cannot do the job, step aside. Let the people who can do the work go to do it. Biafran, we have men. We have women. We have strong people. We have intelligent people. We have rich men. We have rich people. Millions of them who are rich and capable. When they talk about the defense of Biafra land, we have enough men on the ground to defend Biafra land. All they need from you is the equipment. All they need from you is the support. We have men on the ground who can defend Biafra land with the last drop of their blood. And they are not looking back. So many of them. We have able men. All they need from you is your sincere and able support. If you know every area where you participate, go and participate. If you're a broadcaster, broadcast more. If you're a prayer warrior, pray and add fast to your prayer. If you're one of those sitting at home in Biafra land, continue to sit at home. Keep your ears open and follow. Anytime you hear sit at home and advise your neighbor to sit at home. If you are watching from Biafra land, please make sure you listen to 97.5 Voice of Biafra. Voice of Biafra Radio, 97.5 FM. Listen to that always. If you can be able to join our brother Simon Ekpa and his broadcast, try as much as possible to join. If you can't join live, later on, because sometimes it comes late, later on, watch. Even if you can not watch all, 10 minutes, 15 minutes you can watch. Watch it. You are going to get an information that's going to keep you at alert. We are in the end of time. We are in the end of time and we are going home. It is no longer talking. Prepare yourself to enter Biafra. I can feel it already. I can smell it. I can see it around me. I want to be back home. And I'm coming back home very, very soon. It doesn't matter what the enemy wants to do. It doesn't matter what they say. I will be back home. Every one of us will prepare. The restoration has started. That new dimension that Mazen Akano spoke of. Today, it has started. Reconciliation. Re-establishment. And the coming of Biafra. No man born of a woman can stop it. Support the ESN. Go and check the flyer. The flyer is there. Support the ESN on their fundraising. Support. If you're one of those who can join the 1,000 men, join. Today, let me tell you, don't tell me you don't know where to go. Today, if you are one of those saying that I still don't know what to follow, I don't know where to put my money, you are one of the deceivers. You are deceiving yourself. In the past, we don't know people who are in charge. They will only be calling us name. They will tell us name. We don't know whom to hold accountable. But today, at least, we have people on picture. Today, we are dealing with people who are on picture. And those people who are on picture, you know where to meet them. You know where to talk to them. You know how to confront them. And nobody's going to deceive you. Nobody's going to tell you what you don't want to hear. Today, we are in a different situation. Today, at least, we know that our brother Simon Ekpa is in charge. He is speaking on our behalf. He is working under the leadership of Mazen Nandikan. We know his picture. We know his address. We know his location. Today, we know that Madam Azuka is there. Madam Azuka, we know whom she is. We have her picture. We can see her. Her address is there. Time has passed when you begin to work for Biafra as a ghost. Biafra is not a ghost nation. Biafra is a nation where people are. So anything you commit in Biafra today, you are going to get your reward. Accountability is number one. They'll be accountable to you. Join the 1,000 men and you will have the accountability firsthand. You are free to ask your question. You are free to say anything you want to make your contributions. And accountability is sure. Today, it is no longer business as usual. The new dimension have kicked off. If you are one of those still sitting on the fence, sorry, the train have left the station and we are going home. No man born of a woman can stop our movement. No man born of a woman can stop us from going home. We will go home and we are on our way home. It doesn't matter what anybody is trying to say. It doesn't matter the blackmail they are bringing. It doesn't matter the propaganda. It doesn't matter any area they are coming from. Let me tell you, the reality remains that we are going home and Biafra is coming with a high speed. It can never be business as usual. If you're one of those who is still hanging in the fence, there is no more time to hang in the fence. It is high time you sit up. It is high time you declare your stance. If you do not want to be there to fight for Biafra, there is nothing wrong about that. But step aside. Step aside. It is that maybe you have exhausted your knowledge. Maybe you have nothing more to offer. Maybe you have put in more effort in the past. We appreciate your effort. We thank you. We appreciate every effort you have put in the past. But in the present time, if you have nothing to offer, step aside. Don't be a hindrance. Don't stand in between. You can't stand in between. It's either you are in or you're out. When Biafra comes, let me tell you, Biafra is going to contain every single one of us, including our family and friends, including our in-laws. Biafra land is going to contain every one of us. So don't worry. If you have nothing to offer, don't be a hindrance. Just step aside. Let people who want to work, work. In the coming of Biafra, it is not compulsory that every one of us must fight in the war front. It's not mandatory that every one of us will be in the war front. Some of us are going to be on the background. But when Biafra comes, we will all celebrate. That is how it works in everything. But where the problem comes is when you decide to be a hindrance, when you decide to be an obstacle. That is where the problem comes. It will not be allowed and it will not be tolerated. As long as you make yourself available to be a hindrance, it will not be acceptable. Nobody's going to accept that. We will not. And we are going to crush you. That is what is going to happen. But if you sincerely, you have exhausted your energy, you have exhausted your time, you have exhausted your money, you have nothing to offer anymore, step aside and let people who have something to offer carry on the assignment and keep on moving on. There are so many Biafrans. More people are still on their way coming. Please share the video. Share the video. Don't just watch. Share. Share. Let other people hear from us. Share. And also, you can support the channel by sending a star. As a place they have given us there for a star, you can give it to support. We are here. And we will remain here until Biafra come. And even after Biafra has come, we will continue to speak and set the record straight. Say it the way it is without looking in our shoulders. No. The truth is bitter, but it must be said. Some people don't want to hear it, but they must hear it. So any angle, any place you're watching from, if you're watching from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Asia, from Biafra land, from Africa, from New Zealand, from Australia, whichever part of the world you're watching from, I appreciate you for joining on this very broadcast. I appreciate you. Keep on doing anything you know you can do to make sure that our freedom is sure. Any contribution you can make in any way, in any area, in any angle, keep on making your contribution. No contribution that you made today for your freedom is too much. No sacrifice you make today for your freedom is too much. No sacrifice is too much for your freedom. You wouldn't know the value of freedom until you get into prison. If you're one of those who, if you have visited a detention center once, if you have visited a detention center, most of us who are abroad have been in detention in one time or the other. When you find yourself in detention, then you will know the value of freedom. At that point, you will not be thinking of anything. You will not be thinking of how to be rich. You will not be thinking of how to get married and have wealth. All you have to be thinking is about how your freedom. So for those of us who have been encountering such a thing, today you know the value of freedom. So that is why when we are talking about freedom, no amount of sacrifice is too much for your freedom. No sacrifice is too much to pay for your freedom. So put on all your effort. Put on all your strength. Give in all your energy to make sure that you create impact. We are in the last days. We are in the last days. The last days, I mean, is not the last days of the end of the world. I'm talking about the last days of being in the Zoological Republic. We are in the last days of hearing about the Zoological Republic. Very soon, you will wake up and you wake up in Biafra land. Very soon, you will sleep. After you sleep, you wake up, you find yourself that you are now in Biafra land. It is going to happen. We are in the last days of the Zoological Republic. So prepare yourself. Gather everything you know you have that is still left there. Put them in order. Put them in order. This is the time for you to make your contribution. Any contribution you want to make your name written in gold in Biafra land, this is the time. This is the time. If you want to be remembered. And when you are, don't wait until when somebody gives you a title or when somebody gives you an accolade. No. The land of Biafra is watching. As you are making your contribution, the land of Biafra is watching. He will make sure that the bullet of the enemy will never touch you. He will make sure that your great-grandchildren will have freedom. He will make sure that everything you lay your hand upon to prosper. Every sacrifice you make for Biafra. If you're sitting at home, genuinely and sincerely, any business you miss, you are going to get it back in 100-fold. Any money you miss, you get it in 100-fold. Don't allow anybody to blackmail you. Don't allow anybody to cajole you. Don't allow anybody to push you down. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single one of us that have joined this broadcast. Any place you are watching from, I say may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you, secure you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every Biafran all over the world. Everyone that have shared this video on their platform. Everybody that have contributed in one way or the other to share this video and support this platform. I say may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to prosper you. You will never see death. The bullet of the enemy will never touch you. You are going to witness Biafra. Not only witness Biafra, you will celebrate Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our brother Simon Egba. Secure him. Give him guidance. Give him protection. No weapon formed or fashioned against our brother Samaneko shall prosper. May Chukwu guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is, any poison that have been injected into his body will never have effect. Whatever poison that the enemy have placed in his body can never have effect. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to come back later in the night to broadcast more and speak more on this very topic. So if you are free, join me later in the day. That should be, over here it's going to be night, but in Biafra land it's going to be daytime. Later, you can join me when I come back online. And also you can join me on my other platform on YouTube, True Survival platform. You can join me there also, so that we can be able to have things and put it in order. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me on the broadcast. I appreciate you, and we'll speak more later in the day. Remember, blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.